We're training people to be multicultural counselors and to do social justice, to work in communities, in very diverse communities, and healing people, healing communities, and healing systems, because there's a lot of sick systems in the world that then produce people that have a lot of pain.
I grew up in a single-parent home, grew up in the projects, so being involved with CBB and being exposed to folks from different backgrounds has given me a different perspective on how to view the world and the things around me.
When you get into CBB, you go through it and get out, it doesn't necessarily mean you're ready. What it really does, what it did for me, is it prepared me to really then go out into life and work a little bit more on me and figure out where I belong, figure out who I am, what I stood for. That's important. Probably the strongest point about CBB is it challenges you to really think about who you are, what you stand for, and where you're going to go with that.
CBB is a lot different than I thought it would be. It's a lot more challenging, but at the same time, it's a place where there is that soft landing. So I'm trusting more, I'm challenging myself a lot more than I thought I would be.
CBB gave me great opportunity to really reflect on who I am and ask some hard questions about what's really important to me. Gave me great insight into really understanding people that are quite different from myself, that have extremely different life experiences.
We purposely choose very diverse students, and we have very diverse faculty, so that the diversity is in the room that people can learn from.
CBB gave me the kind of life skills and counseling skills that allowed me to be a better teacher and to incorporate relevancy into my curriculum. So my students would refer to the courses as therapy. You know, they said, not only are we learning facts and figures and information, but we're getting a healing along the way.
Like a change within inside of me and a process. I think that's what we CBB. It's not papers. It's more about you and the changes that you can do in your community.
I describe the community-based block program at San Diego State as a social action educational experience. And so it helped me observe, it helped me identify, and it helped me to act as a professional in higher education to make change for social justice.
We want people that are self-aware, so they learn who they really are so that they can work effectively with others.
If I didn't build that awareness of myself, because I got a lot of growth, self-development growth from CBB, if I weren't available to expand that awareness, I don't think I would be as an effective change agent or community member or / therapist for my clients, for my community.
The group process and getting to know yourself helps you to figure out what that is, so that at any given time when you're in the counseling booth with somebody, there's only ideally one crazy person in the room at that time.
And it's not you.
The program really taught me a lot about me. It made me think about how I grew up, what environment I grew up in. It made me think about my culture. It made me think about my life experiences and how those life experiences have shaped who I am today.
A lot about love, a lot about caring for other people who are different from you, and to be able to come to terms that people are different, but yet you still have that human connection with them and loving them for the way they are.
Well, it allowed me to establish networking through my classmates. It broadened my networking sphere, not just with Native Americans, but with other participants in the CBB program. And this networking has continued for me to this day.
In any capacity, especially counseling, we need to see ourselves in the mirror of people who are different from ourselves.
Well, David Malcolm was a very special man. He came to realize through his own lived experience that there was a lot of life that he knew nothing about and that was relevant to working with people. So his vision was to create a program where there were diverse faculty that were going to be working with diverse students, and that the faculty and the students were together going to create a learning community where all of us would be learning from each other. But I do think it's important to say that Dave was the founding faculty, but we all added to and developed CBB to where it is now.
Maybe this is a good time to say that we love Maria.
Yeah.
A little too much.
Yeah, sometimes a little too much.
Yeah.
So if you have any job openings, we're looking to be hired.
Right. That's true. Yeah. Maybe we should leave like our number, our contact information on the bottom. I really hope people don't watch this.
Yeah.